welcome back to my channel. I'm here with a fantastic DIY. I have a little bit of cabin fever and I want to get my hands into some soil, so that's what we're going to do today. So these are the items that you're going to need to do this project, and let me go through them real quick. They're a mixture of Walmart and Dollar Tree items. So back there I have two different types of potting soil, and the reason is I went to the Dollar Tree to get some of their potting soil, the Gardenscape, and they didn't have it when I went. So I went to Walmart and I got this Jiffy brand, and then I went back to Dollar Tree and then I finally found it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Jiffy brand today for this DIY, and that potting soil wasn't bad from Walmart. It was like $3 or $4. But in a different video, I am going to use both of these potting soil and compare it. I'm going to plant some pretty flowers, and I'm going to see which potting soil blooms the best flowers. So that's in a different video. So let's move on. You're going to need 4 tins, and if you can't find these particular ones, you don't have to use these. You can use any tins that you can find. I got mine from the Dollar Tree, but you do want them, you want to make sure it's the tin type. You want that metal. Then you're going to want to get 4 8x10 picture frames. Now I would recommend getting this particular one only because the frame has it's a wide frame, and that's what you're going to need. But if you want, you can use any type of picture frame. And I got that from Dollar Tree. Then I got this from Dollar Tree. You want a paintbrush. You want a Brillo pad or some type of scrubby pad. Then I got this paint from Walmart. I got an antique color. And of course you can use any color you want. A pair of scissors, some needle nose pliers. You want a permanent marker, E6000. Then you want to get one of these picture hanging kits. That's from the Dollar Tree. Then you want some stones. Now I don't know if you need 1 or 2. I got 2 just to be on the safe side, but I'll let you know throughout the video. You want a spray bottle. That's from Dollar Tree. Some twine. Some of these cute little plant labels. Sorry for Luna. She decided, go to Luna, to get into the picture like always. A glue gun. Then you want some herbs. I had to get mine from Walmart only because Dollar Tree ran out. I was too late. So hopefully you can be lucky. But I got the sweet basil, oregano, parsley, and rosemary. Now these are the herbs that I use the most. So plant whatever herbs that you use the most in your cooking. So let's get started. And the first thing I'm going to do is that we're going to go and paint these picture frames. So let's go. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is paint all your picture frames. You want to make sure you take the glass out, all the cardboard. You don't need any of it. You just need the picture frame and the glass. So take out your glass, put it off to the side, and go ahead and paint your picture frame. I already went ahead and painted mine. So what you do is you just want to lightly brush your picture frame with your paint, whatever color you want. And you want to make sure you also get into the inside right here. So you want to lightly brush it. It doesn't have to be perfect because we want that stressed look. Okay, so paint it lightly or however you want. Then take your Brillo or any kind of scrubby pad, and then you want to lightly scrub it to the liking of the look you're going for. Okay, so you just want to just lightly scrub it just like that, and then you'll get that stressed look. So I went ahead and did that for all my picture frames already. So I'm going to put that off to the side. So then after you do all that and everything is dried, then you want to flip your picture frame around. There you go. Then you want to get your E6000, and you want to put E6000 in the inside of your picture frame, all around that little edge right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna put the glass on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the E6000 . Then put your glass in, like so. Then we're going to let this dry. Now I did my other two picture frames, and I did the other one as well, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let these picture frames dry, and we'll be right back. Okay, so while the picture frames are drying, we're going to go ahead and go to the next step because you're going to need this to dry as well. So you want to take your tins, and then you want to take your kit and your needle nose pliers. Now, ladies, you can do this, but if you don't feel comfortable, have your husbands do this, but it's really easy. So what we're gonna do is we're going to get in here and we're gonna take these little hooks out, okay? These little tiny hooks. If I can find the camera. Okay, so this is what you want out of this box. And then you want the smallest nail. Okay, so you want the smallest nail. Let me get a better nail. Okay, all right. So what we're going, and this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting that hook on to the back of our bucket. And I did 3 of them already, and I left one so I can show you all how to do it. So this is how you do it. Hopefully I can get a good angle here for you. So what you do is you're just gonna put the nail in, okay? And where you wanna place this, let me show you, is not on the seam, but beside the seam, right beside it. And you want to get close to that, to the rope if you use this pail, okay? Okay, so we're gonna take it, okay? And we're going to get our nail that I just lost. Oh, here it is. Okay. Now this was a little tricky, I'm not gonna lie. This was a little tricky. So I'm gonna take my needle nose, and then I'm gonna make like a little indent to where I want it. And yeah, you are going to bend this because it's not the strongest, but that's okay. All right, see how I made like a little indent? That's gonna show me where I'm going to really get that nail in. So you're just gonna move it back and forth. See, it's pretty easy. It's not that bad. So now I made my little hole. Okay. Then I'm gonna take my nail back out. Then I'm going to take it, and then I'm just going to put it right in there. Or maybe. Oh, there you go. Okay, so here's this. And then we're going to turn this where it's going to be facing the other way. Okay, so you want it like that. All right, so now the inside, you see how it's pokey like that? We are going, there you go. I am going to get, actually I'm going to get my other needle nose pliers, and I'm going to grab that nail and pull it up so it's more like a hook inside there. Now it's going to be kind of tricky to show you. Okay, so just grab it and you just want to bend it up, your little nail. Okay, so then see how it looks in there now? Oh, well, maybe. It's kind of tricky to show it with the camera. See it? It's pointing like all the way up. So after you do that, you're not done. Then you're going to want to get your E6000, and we're going to put E6000 all over on this hook because it is a little floppy. It's, you know, it is a little floppy, and we don't want that. We don't want it to be floppy. We want it to stay still. So I'm going to put some glue where the hook lays. Okay. And then I'm just going to put glue all the way around here. And don't worry about how messy it looks, because you're not going to see this part. Okay. And then make sure your hook is nice and straight. Get that glue in there. Again, do not worry that it's messy looking, because it is going to be pretty messy, but that's okay. Like I said, you're not going to be able to see this part. We just want to make sure it's really secure. So see how I have glue all over. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna let my picture frames finish drying. I'm gonna let this finish drying, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. My picture frames are done drying. My buckets are done drying. And what I also did was I went back with my buckets, and I took my hot glue and I put some hot glue around just to reinforce it, just, you know, just to be safe. And then in the inside, I also put some hot glue around that nail because, you know, we did put a hole in it, so I don't want any water escaping out of that hole, so I just waterproofed it by putting some hot glue. So where we're going to move on next, we're going to go back to our picture frames, and we're going to add this twine. There you go. We're going to add this piece of twine all around the picture frame. Okay, so here's how I did it. Take the picture frame, got my twine. It's pretty easy. You want the tie-in to be in the back. Okay. And then you're just going to tie it. Easy as that. And you want to make sure it's nice and tight when you do this. And then I made one knot, and I'm going to make a second knot just to be on the safe side. And voila. Then I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to leave, I don't know, about an inch. The string just like that. So, but we're not done. I'm going to take the picture frame that I did already, and I'm going to match it. So see, it's, you know, I had this one further down than that one. I want them all to be even. So I'm going to move this up, and I am going to match it to the other picture frame. So they're all nice and even. Okay, and once you get it nice and even, Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to get my E6000, or you can use hot glue, but I'm going to use the E6000 because it's way strong and I am not disassembling these. These are going to stay just like they are always. So I'm just going to move that string just a tiny bit up, put some E6000, move that string back. There you go. Okay, so after we did that, you have all your twine on, all your picture frames, and you know, you got your E6000 on your twine. Now we're gonna glue all of our picture frames. Oops, sorry, I was getting up. We're gonna glue all of our picture frames together. Oops. Okay. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna use both the E6000 and my hot glue to do this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put E6000 pretty much the whole picture frame besides the ends. I'm gonna put 2 dots of hot glue, so it'll just you know, stick it together right away. And then the E6000, they'll give the E6000 time to dry. So I'm gonna put a good hefty amount. Of E6000, and then I'm gonna take my hot glue and I'm gonna put hot glue on each end. And I am going to glue it. I mean, put them together. After I do that, then I'm going to go back and put some more hot glue in this little crack right here. Just like so. Okay, so it's nice and secure. So now I'm going to do that for the other two, and I'm going to put them all together. This one's being a little stubborn. Okay, and there you go. That's what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to set this off to the side and let it dry. And we're going to put this over here. And we are going to plant some seeds next. All right, so let's get started. First, we're going to put the stones in the bottom of the pail, so when you water your herbs, the water has somewhere to go, because we're not going to put holes in the bottom of these, so your plants don't die out, because if there's too much water. So I'm going to start by putting a handful just to see how it will look. And you want a good couple inches. It doesn't have to be really thick. So this is what we got so far. I am going to put a little bit more because I do want the whole bottom covered. So something like that, where you can't see the bottom anymore. I told you I would let you know if you needed 1 or 2 of these bags of stones, and you just need 1. 1 is perfect. Perfect, perfect. Get the last couple of stones here. Maybe. Okay. So after you get the, you know what, I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. Okay. Get that back up there. All right. So let's continue by putting our dirt in. Yay, dirt. All right. And I'm not going to fill it all the way up. I'm just going to fill it up almost all the way to about there. I think is perfect. So that's how far I'm going to fill up my pots. And there's Luna. She's like, did you say you had dirt? I like dirt. What you think, Luna? I haven't done an herb garden, gosh, quite a while. I did one a few years back and I loved it. So, do another one. All right. So after you get your dirt in, now you're gonna plant your seeds. I'm going to start with the rosemary. So I read the instructions. Should get all the little seedlings down. Ooh. And that's what they look like. Of course, we're not going to be planting all of these. I'm gonna just put a couple of I'm gonna cover it up a little bit. And I'm probably going to put a little tiny bit more dirt. So that was the rosemary. Continue. And you know what? Before I forget, I went ahead and wrote my little signs. And I'm going to put it right in the front. Okay, now I'm going to get my spray bottle and I'm just going to mist them because you don't want to over water. I'm just going to put the tiniest bit of dirt over each one just to make sure that all my seedlings are covered. Sorry, that was my dog. She barks at everything. Right, then I'm going to go back and water it again. And then what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to saran wrap just to make like a little greenhouse effect. All right, and there you are. There is my rosemary, my basil, my parsley, and my oregano. There it is. And on the package it says that I should expect some seedlings pop up in 10 to 21 days. So after 10 to 21 days, I'll come back and give you a update on how these grew. But until then, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the window frame that we made. And here you go. This is how it turned out. I think it looks pretty cool. So a couple things changed. As you can tell, I put this very pretty burlap on the seams just to give it an added look. And I got this burlap at the Dollar Tree just to give it more character. But oh my goodness, I'm so in love. And believe it or not, this is very sturdy. It is not bolted down, it's not taped down or anything. It stays up. You can either do it the way I did it and just leaned it on your window, or if you want it on your seal, then you might want to secure it somehow. But as you can tell, I put some saran wrap and I used this press and seal. I use press and seal just to make, to get like a little greenhouse effect for the little seeds to help it, help them grow. But oh my goodness, I love it. I have my little water bottle on the side. And if you don't want to use these are from the Dollar Tree. You can also get some of these little chalkboard stickers. You can definitely put it on, the front and get a piece of chalk and write what herb it is. But oh my goodness, I'm in love with it. And this is the back of my house and I get so much sun. So much sun. And sorry if you hear my husband, he's talking to his friend in the other room and I told him to be quiet, but obviously he's not. If you love this video, please give me a thumbs up and let me know if you would like to see more these kind of DIYs, gardening. I would love to do some more. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you click that subscribe button. I would love to have you. And until then, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.